My name is Alana Dillon, Education and Support Services Coordinator with Parkinson Society BC. I'll be facilitating our webinar today. Thank you for joining us this afternoon for the first session of our Rock Steady Boxing series with Allie Saks. Before we get started, I want to go through a few housekeeping items. First, I want to let you know that we are recording this webinar and it will be available on our website. Secondly, you will see a chat box at the right-hand side of your screen. Please feel free to use this chat box during the webinar to make any comments or questions. And finally, to optimize your experience with this webinar, please ensure that you adjust your speaker volume both on your computer as well as on your actual speaker so that you can hear the webinar well. I would now like to introduce Allie Saks. Allie Saks was the first certified rock steady boxing coach in Vancouver. She first learned about rock steady boxing on CBS's Sunday Morning in November 2015 and knew she had to bring this inspiring program to Vancouver. Allie is a registered occupational therapist who has worked in neurological rehab and acute care, rehabilitation, and currently with outpatients in the community. Since being trained in the Rock Steady method, Allie has also completed her PWR, Parkinson Wellness Recovery Instructor Training. She brings her knowledge of both methods into all of her Rock Steady classes. Allie is a client-centered therapist who strives to motivate her clients to meet their goals while enabling them to participate in their most meaningful activities. I'd like to pass it over to Allie Saks now. Allie, welcome and thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me and welcome everyone. Welcome to your first installment of 3 Rock Steady Boxing webinars. In this first session, I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview about what Rock Steady Boxing is and why boxing has been found to be an effective exercise for Parkinson's. And then after we go through the presentation, I'm going to take you through the basic boxing moves. So we'll do some activity together today, so I hope you're ready to move a little bit. And then our next 2 sessions are going to be just workout based. So we'll be doing a boxing based workout for the whole time. So let's get started. I'm going to tell you just a little bit about myself. Thanks, Alana. Covered some of this in the introduction, but my background is in occupational therapy. I'm an occupational therapist, and I'm also a certified Rock Steady boxing coach, the first one in Vancouver, and I'm the head coach at Rock Steady Boxing Vancouver. And like Alana mentioned, I'm also trained in the Parkinson's Wellness Recovery Program as well. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history of Rock Steady Boxing because not everyone realizes that at Rock Steady Boxing Vancouver, we're actually a part of something much bigger than just ourselves. So Rock Steady Boxing was actually founded in Indianapolis in 2006, and it was founded by Scott Newman, who was a federal prosecutor who was diagnosed with Parkinson's at the age of 39. And when he found out he had Parkinson's, he really reduced his activity. He was sitting around at home a lot, not doing a whole bunch, and he found his symptoms were progressing quite quickly. So a friend of his just so happened to be a boxing coach, and he said, why don't you just come out and box with me and see how it goes, give it a try. So he decided to start boxing with him, and he found that, wow, I actually feel so much better. My symptoms aren't as severe. And he called it Rock Steady because he came home from boxing one day and he said to his wife, look at my hand, it's rock steady, because he didn't have any tremors after he boxed. So it was initially he opened it up to other people in Indianapolis who had young onset Parkinson's to box with him. But since then, it has been developed for all stages of Parkinson's. So now Rock Steady has 4 different levels of classes, and in 2012 they started what they call an affiliate program, where people from all over the world can go to Indianapolis to get trained in the Rock Steady boxing method and then bring it back with them to their own communities. So when I went for training in 2016, there was just under 200 locations around the world. And now in 2020, we're at almost 900 Rocksteady Boxing affiliates worldwide. And Rocksteady Boxing is now actually traveling to different countries all over the world to do trainings to really spread their reach as far as we possibly can. So you'll see this picture in the bottom here. This is from CoachCon, which is a big conference for all of the Rocksteady Boxing coaches each year. So what is Rocksteady Boxing? Ideally with Rocksteady, we want to try and see people as close to their diagnosis as possible. So if you're someone who's newly diagnosed with Parkinson's and you might think like, that's not for me, unfortunately, you're incorrect. Rocksteady Boxing, the brain works in a way of either you use it or you lose it. So what we really want to do is have you use your body, use all the skills that you have as early as possible so that you don't lose those skills down the road. We use forced intense exercise. So a lot of the research on Parkinson's and exercise has found that it needs to be forced intense exercise, meaning you're working harder than you would on your own. You have a coach and a group of people around you that are motivating you to push yourself beyond what you would do, say, alone in a gym or in your home. We really like to provide a sense of joy and hope and laughter in a very non-clinical environment. So a lot of the skills that we do and a lot of the exercises that we have you do in class are clinical type exercises, but they are in a non-clinical space where we really try and make things fun and exciting for people. We recognize the value of each of the individuals at Rocksteady, so we know that you are not defined by your PD diagnosis. We really try and see each person for who they really are. And we really try and build a sense of community too, which I think we've done a good job of at Rocksteady Vancouver. We have a lot of our members who go for lunch afterwards or coffee. We have Christmas parties together. And so it's a really nice group of people and community that's come out of boxing class. And we like to celebrate everyday small victories. So even the small stuff, we like to celebrate those at Rocksteady. So if everyone could go to their neurologist or family doctor after they were diagnosed with Parkinson's and get a prescription slip that looked like this one on the screen, that would make me very happy. Or even if it just said exercise in big, bold letters, because we know that exercise is one of the only things that can actually slow down the progression of Parkinson's disease. So it is so, so important to keep active and to exercise. So why boxing? So why Parkinson's and boxing? A lot of people ask this question. So ESPN did a study where there was a panel of sports scientists from the US Olympic Committee, and they tested 60 sports on their degree of difficulty in the following categories. They looked at strength, endurance, flexibility, power, speed, agility, and hand-eye coordination. And boxing rated as #1 out of 60 sports on all of those categories. And you can see how people with Parkinson's might need to work on those skills. Strength, endurance, flexibility, power, speed, agility, and hand-eye coordination are all things that people with Parkinson's sometimes struggle with. And therefore, working on those skills through boxing is really important. So I have the common symptoms of Parkinson's on the left, and then what boxing training helps to work on the right. So this helps to explain why boxing is so effective for people with Parkinson's. So often with PD, we see a tremor, and boxing helps you to work on your hand-eye coordination. We also see bradykinesia a lot with Parkinson's, that slowness of movement, and boxing training helps to work speed of movement. We see rigidity or stiffness in Parkinson's, and boxing works on flexibility. We see postural instability, and boxing helps to work on your balance. A lot of the times with Parkinson's, we'll see a stooped posture. So boxing training helps to work core strength, With Parkinson's, you often see a shuffling gait, and boxing training helps to improve agility. Often with Parkinson's, we'll also see freezing. So that's when you're walking and then all of a sudden you might feel stuck. And boxing training helps to improve rapid muscle firing. There's also the secondary symptoms of Parkinson's, which include cognitive issues, and boxing training helps to improve mental focus. Believe it or not, there's actually a huge cognitive component to boxing. So you're gonna learn a little bit more about that today as we get into some of our boxing moves a little bit later. There's also, unfortunately, depression and emotional changes can be common in Parkinson's, and boxing is a great sport to help you reduce stress and improve your mood. If any of you have boxed before, you may have recognized that, but hitting something can feel really good sometimes. So like I mentioned, Rocksteady is now divided into 4 different levels of classes. Here at Rocksteady Vancouver, we've grouped those into a level 1 and 2 class and a level 3 and 4 class. So I'm gonna just go over what you can expect from a level 1 and 2 class. Usually boxers in this class have some experience with some form of exercise, not boxing specifically. They're usually able to tolerate a more physically intense workout. Their Parkinson's symptoms are sometimes less evident. These classes are fast-paced with quick transitions between exercises. So we go from one thing to another really quickly. The focus of these classes is to improve or maintain your overall fitness. And boxers in this class usually require minimal physical assistance, so they're usually pretty independent. This is different from our level 3 and 4 class, which is much slower paced, and it's recommended for boxers with more pronounced Parkinson's symptoms, or those with minimal prior athletic experience. The classes aim to improve or maintain flexibility, balance, posture, range of motion, and fine and gross motor skills. That tends to be our focus in these classes. And it's suitable for people with balance impairments or limited mobility. So if you use a cane or a walker or even a wheelchair, this can be a really great class for you. This is I know I don't expect you to be able to read all this, but this is a little breakdown of what the Rocksteady Boxing curriculum usually looks like. So it's not just boxing, because if I were to tell you to go in and just box for an hour straight, your arms and your shoulders would be pretty tired. They'd be screaming at you after a while. And I think you'll get to experience that a little bit today. So it is more than just boxing. And in my classes, I do tend to, because I'm also trained in the power program, I do try and bring some of that into them as well. But what our curriculum usually looks like is we'll start with a warm-up, which usually involves dynamic stretches. We'll try and do some body and mind warm-ups and some voice activation at the beginning too. Then the bulk of our workout is usually boxing mixed with some strength training, and also some functional movement, some functional Parkinson's training as well. And we usually throw some cardio in there too, just to get the heart rate up. Then we'll either end with core work, or the core work will be part of the main component of the class. And then we do a cool down stretch. And then we always end with hands in the middle and a little cheer to get us through the day. Our focus really is on functional fitness. So our boxers say that they walk better, that they feel better, that they feel they can get up and down more safely, that they have more rotation in their upper body, that their balance is improved, they can use their voice better, and most of all, they're having fun, which to me is the most important part. So I'll tell you a little bit about Rocksteady Boxing Vancouver. Obviously, right now, our classes are on hold because of COVID-19, but we have been doing online classes. But we typically have 6 classes per week, which take place Monday through Friday. We have level 1 and 2 classes, level 3 and 4 classes, and then we also have all levels classes. And our classes are in the mornings at 11 or in the afternoons at 3:30. We rent a space at a gym located in Kitsilano. And there's 4 Rocksteady certified coaches at Rocksteady Vancouver, so myself and 3 others. Before any boxers start boxing with us, we do require an intake assessment, which just gives us a chance to get to know you and where you're at, what your baseline is at before you ever start Rocksteady boxing. That way, if you feel like you want to have the assessments done again at a later date, then you're able to compare and see how things may have changed. So how can you get involved? Well, you're here at this webinar, which is awesome. So you're gonna get a little taste of boxing today and in the next 2 webinars as well. You can become a boxer. You can book an assessment if you want to be done once our COVID restrictions have been lifted. If you know someone who wants to volunteer, we always have volunteers in our classes to help with setup and takedown and help keep our boxers motivated. We also throw fundraisers quite often. So we have a policy at Rocksteady Boxing of no boxer turned away. So if anyone calls and says that they want to join Rocksteady Boxing, we'll make it work. And we've been able to do that with our scholarship program, where we raise funds through different fundraisers to help people pay for our classes. We really believe in the effectiveness of our program and how important exercise is for people with Parkinson's. So we would never want finances to be a barrier to anyone participating. If you want to be there, we want you to be there. So you can always get involved in one of our fundraisers. Or if you're looking for more ways to work out from home right now, I have created, I think, about 35 videos now for our boxers to use at home during COVID-19. So if you're interested in getting access to those, you can email me. I put my email address right here. It's vancouver@rsbaffiliate.com if you'd like to see a taste of those. So we're going to go over Boxing 101 now. So I'm going to wrap up the presentation here. All right. Hopefully you can see me bigger now. All right. So a little interlude. So what we're going to be working on today is going over the basic boxing moves, and you're going to use these throughout all 3 of our webinars. So what you learn today, you're going to take with you for our next 2 webinars as well. But before we get into that, I just want to make sure everyone's nice and warm. So we'll do a little bit of a stretch together. So make sure you have lots of space around you. You should be wearing running shoes. Hopefully there's no carpets or no cords or anything that you can trip on that's in your way. Make sure you've got a little bit of room to move back and forth. And when you're ready, you'll just bring your feet about hip distance apart and take a nice big inhale and reach the arms all the way up overhead. And then exhale the arms all the way back down. Let's do 2 more like that. Big inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale all the way back down. Good. 1 more big inhale, reach up. And exhale down. Awesome job. Now we're going to interlace. Actually, you can grab your left wrist with your right hand, and you're just going to bend over to the right side. So you've got your right hand, your left wrist in your right hand, and you're bending over to the right, and you should feel that stretch through the left side of your body. Try and keep your hands up over your shoulders, so you don't want to be flexed too far forward or backward. Perfect. Let's take it over the other way. So this time grabbing your right wrist with your left hand and bending over to the left. Good. Let's go back to the other side. Switch your grip. And again, up and over to the left. Perfect. And let's do 1 more to each side. The last one here. Good job. Now we're going to interlace the hands behind our back and open up through the chest. So chest should be nice and proud here. Shoulder blades down your back. And you just want to feel that stretch across the front of the chest. If you can, if it feels okay, you can lift your hands away from you. Perfect. Hold it here for 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands. You're going to take your left hand onto your left hip and reach your right arm all the way up and over your body, and then switch sides. Left hand all the way up and over. Good. So we're just getting a bit of a stretch in, getting a bit warmed up before we start our workout today. Good, so you can go at your own pace here. If it feels like you need to stay on one side for longer, you can go ahead and do that. But just switching from side to side, getting that side body bend, that side body reach. Good, let's do one more to each side. And last one. Good, we'll keep both hands on the hips. We're gonna do some big hip circles here. So thinking about sending your hips forward to the side and back, just loosening up through the hips and the lower back. Now make this movement even bigger than you think it needs to be. So really reaching those hips to the side of the room, to the back, to the other side, and forward. Good, now we'll switch directions and go the other way. Side, forward, side, back. Good. Think nice big circles. Awesome. Now we're going to take our feet nice and wide apart. So they should be wider than your hips. And you want your toes pointing forward, and your feet should be parallel to each other. You're going to bend into one leg and straighten the other leg, sending your hips back behind you. So you should feel an inner thigh stretch on that straight leg. Good. And then when you're ready, coming up and over to the other side. So sitting the hips back. Chest stays open. Try not to round in the upper body here. And switching sides when you're ready. Good. So again, you want to feel that stretch on the inner thigh of the straight leg. Good. Keep switching from side to side. If it feels like you need to stay on one side a little bit longer, you can go ahead and do that. I'm used to teaching with music. It's a little more fun that way. Maybe for next time. Good. Keep switching. And let's do one more side here. Awesome. Slowly come back to your center and step your feet together. We'll just roll the shoulders up, back, and down. So I want you to imagine almost like you're hanging your shoulders up on a hook behind you, rolling them all the way up, back, and down. Good. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to take some big arm circles forward. So imagine there's 2 pieces of paper on either side of you, and you're drawing the biggest possible circle forward with those arms, all the way up and around, nice and big. For 3, 2, and 1. Let's reverse it. We'll circle the arms back. For 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, shake out the body, shake out the arms, shake out the legs. Just join me in a little march just to get us a little bit warm here. So just bring the knees up, and then arms are coming forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Good. Just to warm ourselves up a little bit. Let's do 10 more seconds, and then we'll get into our boxing. Good, really picking up the knees. If you really want, if you're feeling it and you're able, you can take it into a little jog. All right, let's stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's get into our basic boxing. So for your boxing stance, you're gonna have your left foot forward and your right foot back. Now, just to complicate things, if you are right-handed, you always have your left foot forward and your right foot back. That's called your orthodox stance, okay? However, if you are a lefty, if you're left-handed, you stand with your right foot forward and your left foot back. For the sake of simplicity, I'm gonna say we all take a orthodox stance, even if you are left-handed, okay? So that means we're all gonna stand with our left foot forward and our right foot back. Your toes should be pointed on a 45-degree angle, all right? So look down at your feet, make sure they're pointed at a 45-degree angle. So they're not straight on and you're not at 90, you're right in the middle at 45 degrees, okay? Now, I don't want your feet looking like you're walking on a tightrope. So you're gonna bring that back foot, that right foot out. All right, so if I was gonna put something in between your legs, I would have some space there because you have your feet nice and wide apart. And the reason for that is because that gives you a bigger base of support. So if you're like this, if you've got that right foot all the way behind the left foot, you're gonna be a lot less stable. If you've got that right foot all the way out, your base of support is much bigger. You've got way better balance there. All right, so that's the foot, that's the feet. So look down at your feet. Left foot forward, right foot back, toes at 45 degrees. That right foot is out to the side. So you're not on that tightrope, that right foot's out to the side. All right, we got the feet. Are we good? Yes. Okay, now you got your hands up. Your hands are always in your fists right near your chin in boxing, okay? So this is your default ready boxing position. You got your hands up near your chin. So whichever hand is not punching, so see my right hand's not punching, where is it? It's right at my chin, all right? So you're always in this default position. Now, there are 6 numbers of punches. Punch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'm going to teach them to you now. So join me in your boxing position. Your punch number 1 is called your jab, and it's with the left. So this is your jab, jab, jab. I hope you're trying it with me. Jab. All right, number 1. 1. It's that left hand goes out and in. 1. 1. 1. Now notice my knuckles. So as I'm punching, I'm rotating my knuckles to face the screen. You should be doing the same thing. All right? So you rotate to hit whatever you're going to hit with your knuckles straight on. All right? So that's 1. 1. 1. All right? Our number 2 comes from the right hand. 2. 2. 2. Our number 2 is also called our cross. So it's your jab, cross, jab, cross, or 1, 2, 1, 2. I hope you're doing this with me. Let's try it together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep going. Jab, cross, jab, cross. Okay, now where are your punches? You should be punching eye level, all right? So hopefully you're not punching down here or up here. Your punches should be right at the level of your eyes. Now, another thing to keep in mind for your number 2 punch is look at the difference between this, where I'm using just my right arm, or this, where I'm using the whole right side of my body. Now you try and do the difference. So just the right arm versus the whole right side of your body. So when you use that right side of your body, your right hip is twisting with you and your right heel is coming up off the ground. Okay, your right heel is coming up as you twist into that punch. Okay, let's try that. A few of those big twists. Twist, twist. So your hips are facing that 45-degree angle when you're back here, and then as you punch, your hips twist to face forward, or your back hip does. All right, let's try a few more 1-2s or jab crosses. Let's go. 1, 2, jab, cross. 1, 2, jab, cross. Give me 3 more. 1, 2, say it with me, jab, cross. 1 and 2, perfect. Other thing to keep in mind, your elbows. You don't want your elbows flaring out to the sides here. Your elbows are tucked in, nice and tight, all right? Let's do a few more. 1, 2, jab, cross. I want you to use your voice and say it nice and loud with me, as loud as you can. So if you've got neighbors, I want you disturbing those neighbors. I got a baby next door, so if I'm not disturbing him, you won't disturb your neighbors. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, jab, cross. 1, 2, jab, cross. 1, 2, jab, cross. 1, 2, jab, cross. Few more. 1, 2, jab, cross. Are you twisting that hip? 1, 2, jab, cross. 1, 2, jab, cross. 2 more. 1, 2, jab, and cross. Okay, are we feeling good with our 1s and 2s? Hopefully. Just checking the time. Okay, good stuff. Okay, next up, I'm gonna teach you your hooks. Those are your 3s and your 4s. So stay in your boxing position with your legs. You have the left foot forward, right foot back, toes at the 45-degree angle. Nice big base of support. Hands are up, boxing position. I should mention, if you need to do this seated, you can do all of these from a chair too, right? You can do your jab cross from a chair. You don't have to be in standing. All right, so our 3s and our 4s are called our hooks. So hands up. You're gonna come around and hook with that elbow up, shoulder height. That's your 3, 3, 3, 3. So something to keep in mind here. Again, it's not just the arm, okay? It's that whole right side of the body. 3. For this one, for your hooks, your thumb can be either facing towards you or thumbs up, okay? Some people are comfortable in different ways, so try both and see what feels good for you. Either thumb up towards the sky or thumb towards you. For me, I like having my thumb towards me in that fist. Other people might think they get a bit better range with their thumb facing up towards the sky. So you see what works. All right, let's try that again. So it's 3, 3, 3. All right, so it's that whole right side of the body. So I want you to think about your whole side of the body almost working and moving as one unit. It's not just the arm. 3, 3, 3, 3. Awesome job. Okay, let's do our 4s. So that's our right hook. 4. Okay, so just like that number 2 punch, that whole right side of the body twists into you. Okay, good. Twist, twist. So it's 4. Get that elbow up. 4, 4. And same thing with the hook on this side. You can either have the thumb facing towards you or facing up towards the sky. Let's do it again. 4, 4, 4, 4. Awesome. Okay, let's put them together. 3 and 4. Ready? Get those hands up. Boxer position. Feet nice and wide. 45-degree angle. Let's go. 3, 4, 3, 4. These are called our hooks. Hook, 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 hook. Whole body. 3, 4. A few more. 3, 4. Say it with me. 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. A few more. 3, 4, 3, 4. Last one. 3 and 4. Okay. Can we put it together with the 1s and 2s? So we're going to do our first combo. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's try it. Get into that boxer stance with the legs. Hands up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you can see why I said that boxing has a cognitive component. All right, let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or we could say jab, cross, hook, hook, jab, cross, hook, hook. One more. Jab, cross, hook, hook. All right. Are we all good? If you have any questions about any of these moves, you can type them in the question box. Let's do it again. I want you to yell with me nice and loud. Use your voice. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to hear you nice and loud. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice job. Okay, that brings us to our 5 and our 6. These are the last two numbers you're going to learn. Woo. So those are our uppercuts. Okay, so legs are the same. You're still in that boxer stance. Hands up. So this one, your uppercut, is your knuckles are going to be pointing up. Your palm is facing towards you. All right, closer view. Knuckles face up, palm towards you. Up. Okay, so this kind of punch you would use if you were theoretically going to be punching someone like under the chin or into the gut. Okay, not that we would ever do that at Rocksteady, ever. But in traditional boxing, that's what would be what the uppercut is for. So our left uppercut is called our number 5, right? All odd numbers are on the left and all even numbers are on the right. So it's our 5, 5, 5. Again, look at the difference. If I just use my arm for that uppercut versus if I use the whole left side of my body, right? That's just the arm, but I want you using the whole left side of your body. So it's 5. That's your left uppercut, left uppercut, left uppercut. Okay, a few more. 5, 5, 5, 5. Now you'll notice, where's my other hand, my right hand? Up near your chin. Where's your right hand? Hopefully it's not down here. Hopefully it's up in that ready position near your chin. Okay, let's do the other side now. 6, 6, 6, 6. That's your right uppercut. 6, 6, 6, 6. Few more. 6, 6. Last one. 6. Okay, let's put it together. 5 and 6. Ready? All right, let's go. 5, 6, 5, 6. Full body. 5, 6, 5, 6. Palms face you. 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6. Couple more. 5, 6. Last one. 5 and 6. Awesome job. Shake it out. Okay, you know all the numbers now. Let's put them together in some combinations, make it a little more challenging. So we're going to do 5, 6. Actually, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're going to put them all together. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we're going to put them all together for about a minute now. I want you yelling out each of the numbers as we go. Okay, nice and loud. Use that voice. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again. I can't hear you. 4, 5, and 6. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, Let's do a new combo. We're gonna do 5, 6, 1, 2. Ooh, okay, so what's that gonna look like? It's gonna look like 5, 6, 1, 2. Again, 5, 6, 1, 2. Try it with me. 5, 6, yell it out. 1, 2. Again. 5, 6, 1, 2. You got it. 5, 6, 1, 2. Again. 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 5, 6, 1, 2. One more. Last one. 5, 6, 1, 2. All right, nice job. We're going to do another combo. We're going to do 1, 2, 2, 1. Whoa. All right, so 1, 2, 2, 1. It's going to look like this. 1, 2, 2, 1. Okay? 1, 2, 2, 1. Now, whenever I do a double number, like a 2, 2 in a row, I always want you to reload your punch. So it'll be really easy to go 1, 2, 2, 1, right? So when you do your twos, you just kind of stay with your arm out and do a double punch. No. Let's take the hard way, not the easy way. So you'll do 1, 2, reload the punch, 2, 1. So you see that difference between this and this. You reload it, okay? So 1, 2, 2, 1. Let's do that together. Use your voice, say it nice and loud. 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, reload, 2, 1. Again, 1, 2, 2, 1. Again, 1, 2, 2, 1. Again, 1, 2, reload, 2, 1. Again, 1, 2, 2, 1. Couple more. 1, 2, 2, and 1. Okay, good. Let's do a new combo. We're going to do 4, 1, 6, 3. 4, 1, 6, 3. So what's that going to look like? It's going to look like 4, 1, 6, 3. Okay? So it's 4, 1, 6, 3. That's a hard one. 4, 1, 6, 3. Again, 4, 1, 6, 3. 4, 1, 6, 3. 4, 1, 6, 3. 4, 1, 6, 3. One more time. 4, 1, 6, 3. Okay, so you can see how we can put those numbers together to make all different sorts of combinations and make it nice and challenging, right? All right, we're going to learn a new move. This one is called the slip. So for this one, this is if someone is going to punch you straight in the nose. What are you going to do? You're going to get away from it, right? You're going to get under it. And then you're going to pop back up and punch them back. All right? So a slip, you got your hands up, and I want you to imagine you're going under that punch and then popping back up. So try that with me. Go under it, come back up. So you're sitting your bum back as you do that, so you're not rounding to get under it. Your chest is staying proud and tall. You just go down and up. Okay, so what if we tried a 1, 2 slip? Let's try and put that together. 1, 2, slip. Good. 1, 2, slip. 1, 2, down and up. 1, 2, down and up. 1, 2, slip. 1, 2, slip. Again. 1, 2, slip. 1, 2, slip. Get low. 1, 2, slip. Pop up. 1, 2, slip. Down and up. 1, 2, slip. 1, 2, slip. Again. 1, 2, slip. Last time. 1, 2, slip. All right, let's do a different combo. What if we do 3, 3, 4, 4, slip. So we're doing that double punch, 3, 3, 4, 4. So remember, you got to reload each time you do it. So it's going to look like this. 3, 3, 4, 4, slip. Do it with me. 3, 3, 4, 4, slip. Yes. 3, 3, 4, 4, slip. 3, 3, 4, 4, down and up. Let's go. 3, 3, 4, 4, slip. 3, 3, 4, 4, down and up. Let's go. 2 more. 3, 3, 4, 4, slip. Last one. 3, 3, 4, 4, slip. All right. Now we're going to do 3, 4, 5, 6 with a slip. Okay, let's go. 3, 4, 5, 6, slip. 3, 4, 5, 6, get low, pop up. 3, 4, 5, 6, slip. 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 Do it one more time. 3, 4, 5, 6, and slip. Nice job. All right, little time check here. Okay, next thing we're gonna do backward box, okay? This is a specific rock steady boxing special skill, so you probably won't see this on any match on TV. This is specifically for our rock steady boxers. So I want you to imagine that you have a boxing bag behind you here, okay? And you're hitting the back. You're hitting the boxing bag with the back of your hand, okay? So your boxing bag is behind you. Your hands are up in that boxing position, and you're going to twist back and hit that back. Twist back and hit it. So you're smacking that bag with the back of your hand. Hit it, come back. Hit it, come back. Hit it, come back. Hit it, come back. And what we're working here is your spinal rotation. Okay, so loosening up that torso, loosening up that rotation through the spine. So what I like to think about is like, remember in elementary school, a tether ball on a string on the pole? That's kind of like what's happening with your upper body here. You're swinging back to hit and then come back through center. Swing back and hit, come back through center. Swing back and hit. All right, so let's try that. We call that backward box. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's start on the left. Back, 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 back. Good. Opening up through the chest, hitting that imaginary bag with the back of your hand. Twist, twist. So you're opening up through the chest here. Open, twist, back, hit. Open, twist, back, hit. Open, twist, back, hit. Now, if it doesn't make you dizzy, you can look over your shoulder as you do this. But if that makes you dizzy, just keep your head forward. Don't worry about doing that. Perfect. Twist back, hit. Twist back, hit. 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 Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So something I really like to do is to do 10 forward and 10 backwards. You do 10 ones and twos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you turn around and you do 10 backward. Okay, you can step to turn. You don't have to do that jump, but you turn yourself around and you do 10 backward boxes. All right, let's try and do that together. Ready? 10 forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn yourself around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, space forward. 10 forward. Let's go. 10 ones and twos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now 10 backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's go one more time. This is going to be our last boxing move of the day. Let's do it. 10 forward, 10 backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn around, 10 backward. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job, you guys. Way to go. You guys made it. We're going to do a quick stretch and leave a couple minutes for questions. All right. So first thing we're going to do, just bring your arms up, shoulder height. So imagine they're like cactus arms or goalposts. Good. Just bring your palms down and up. Palms face down, palms face up. Good. Just let that heart rate come down, the breathing come down. Good. For 3, 2, and 1. Keep the arms up. You're just going to twist through the legs. So you want your shoulders and hips to face each side of the room as you twist. That heel comes off the floor. So it's like you're squishing a dead bug underneath your toe as you twist, 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 twist. Good. Go for 3. Last 2. And last 1. Perfect. You're going to bring the right arm across the body, and then you're going to grab it with that crevice of the left elbow, getting that shoulder stretch. Bringing the arm across. Good. Hold it here. For 3. For 2. And 1. Let's bring the left arm across the body. You're going to grab it with the crevice of the right elbow this time, getting that left shoulder stretch. For 3. For 2. And for 1. I want you to take a big inhale, reach the arms all the way up, and then exhale, let it out. Big inhale, reach up, and exhale, let it out. Big inhale, reach up, exhale, let it out. Big inhale up, exhale out, big inhale up. Last one, and exhale out. Perfect. Let's do a little forward fold. So just bending over as far as you can. You can bring your hands to your thighs, to your shins, to your feet, to the floor. You can also do this sitting down if you want. Just letting the upper body fold over the lower body. Holding it here for 3, for 2. And I want you to slowly, slowly, slowly round yourself up, 1 vertebrae at a time, taking your time. Almost like you're stacking each vertebrae on top of each other as you stand up, nice and slow. And when you get to the top, big roll back and down with the shoulders. And you're going to bring your hands together, open them, hands together, open them, and give yourself a round of applause. Awesome job, you guys. First Rock Steady boxing class, crushed it. Great job. And we'll open it up if there's any questions about the presentation or any of the moves we did today.
Thank you, Allie. That was a very invigorating and helpful session on Rock Steady Boxing. So like Allie said, if you guys have any questions that you want to type in the chat box, we have some time to address those. Some comments here. Great session. Thank you. It really was.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
So we have a question here. Where are the other Rock Steady boxing centers in BC?
There's one in New Westminster and a couple on the island.
Oh, it looks like somebody missed your email address they wanted.
I'm going to write it here so that you guys can see it, but it's Vancouver. Hopefully you guys can see it. I just wrote it here. Vancouver at rsbaffiliate.com. So RSB as in Rock Steady Boxing. Oh, yes, that's right. Someone just said there's also one in Abbotsford. That's right. There's one in New West, Abbotsford, Vancouver, and a couple on the island. Parksville, and I think maybe one other.
Someone is asking if the presentation is available. We are recording it, so it will be posted on the website.
I see a few questions about the North Shore. Do you want me to answer that, Alana?
Sure. I think there's a question also if you're going to continue with the online classes once you start doing the face-to-face sessions as well.
Potentially, depending on what social distancing will have to look like when we restart our classes. Like if we have to have reduced numbers in our classes, we might continue with some online. But we have quite a big library now of online classes that I've filmed that can be done at any time. So hopefully we'll be continuing to add to it. But if you're interested in getting access to our online classes, there is quite a bit there for you to work off of.
And how does one join your regular online classes?
So they're all pre-recorded, so you can just send me an email. I wrote my email there, vancouver@rsbaffiliate.com, and I can send you the link to the classes.
Wonderful. Okay, I think that's it for questions. Seems like I
didn't answer the North Shore question. Sure. Perhaps in the future, I've had a lot of requests about the North Shore. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it can be done one day soon. There are quite a few people that come to Rock Study Vancouver from the North Shore, and they carpool together. So if that's of interest to anyone who wants to join from the North Shore, it's always something that I can put you in touch with other North Shore boxers. So if you don't drive and you need a way to get there, that can be an option as well.
And somebody's asking if you recommend medication prior to the class or 30 minutes before. Do you have any knowledge on that?
I would take your medication as prescribed by your physician, like at the time they tell you to take it. And no, there's no charge for online classes. I've just been doing it because I can't stand the idea of you not exercising at home. Okay, another question I see here. Someone missed the answer to the what, where. Oh, sorry, I can't hear you, Alana.
Oh, does boxing actually slow the progression of Parkinson's?
Exercise, forced intense regular exercise has been studied and they have found that it can slow the progression of Parkinson's. In fact, it's the only thing that can.
Perfect. Just seeing if there are any more questions. Okay, I guess we can wrap this up. It is 3 o'clock. Thank you again, Allie. I really appreciate you taking the time to do this for us, and it really was a great session. Look forward to the next 2 as well. And thank you all for joining us today. Please do check our website for other upcoming exercise-related webinars. We have some great exercise and other participatory activity webinars like today's. So have a great afternoon.
Yes, thanks again. Thanks for having me. Take care. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.